A number of reasons, but the big one is because being a pluralistic seminary, it was a space where I could come with my authentic vision of Judaism, where I could be a rabbi in a really authentic way, present what I want to present, and help folks find joy in Judaism in that way.
Pluralistic Rabbinical Seminary is something I should mention. It's a culmination of decades for me of looking for the right fit to become a rabbi. And I noticed a friend who had done this. The pluralism, the ability to stay at home with your family and work and still put in the time and do it. And I had worked with a colleague at the time that I applied who said, wow, he went face by face on the website. I know this guy, I know this person, I know this teacher. They're all wonderful. And he's been right on every account. That's what brought me here.
I chose to become a rabbi through the Pluralistic Rabbinical Seminary, PRS, because I'm drawn to following the sacred path of our ancestors with a modern twist. And being rabbis in 2024, 25, 26, and decades to come, we are going to need to be innovative. And the innovation piece of PRS was really what drew my heart. Every rabbinic program, you're going to discuss Torah and Talmud and Hebrew, but this is in a context within which we will reach the next generation of Jews and Jews who are not engaged with more traditional paths. So excited to be innovative and curious about what the future holds.
I chose PRS because as a non-traditional student, where I am in my life, I was not able to make a commitment to a traditional rabbinic seminary. I have a family, I have a career, I cannot, sell my property, I cannot move to Israel for a year. So if you feel called to be a rabbi, the PRS is definitely the rabbinic program to take. So my final words would be from the famous Nike, if you feel you want to be a rabbi, just do it.
I chose PRS because it fit where I was. I've lived my life in a variety of denominations and worked within the entire spectrum of denominations. And I realized at a certain point in my adult life, I didn't fit into any one of them, but I fit into all of them. And I knew that one of those established denominations was not where I wanted to be. PRS was the place that I could live in each of those denominations because it is pluralistic, and that's exactly where I am in my life, and that's exactly what I needed to be studying and how I needed to be studying.
I chose PRS because it's a pluralistic seminary, and I consider myself a post-denominational Jew. I think most Jews today really are. So the pluralism was very important to me. I also chose PRS because I was very struck by the forward-looking vision of being online, making the impossible possible. So I felt that it was a good place to really think about how to be a rabbi in the changing Jewish world. And I also really like the idea of having a cohort with whom to go through the program. And in fact, that turned out to be one of the most wonderful aspects of my experience.
There's a new Jewish world unfolding everywhere, but certainly in the United States and Canada. And we don't know what that looks like yet. And I feel like PRS is a part of that becoming. And I want to be a part of that.
I experienced my Judaism as post-denominational, and I was really interested in being in community with people who wanted to explore what that could look like and what really rigorous engagement with the tradition, but with a flexible and expansive sense of sort of how we can hold together. And I stayed for the wonderful cohort. I've really loved being in community with these people and allowing our differences and our shared joy and practice really strengthen our relationship. So it's been a wonderful journey.
PRS was really a perfect fit for me. The teachers have been amazing. The depth of the program and all of my colleagues in my cohort have come from so many different backgrounds. We all come in with really great depth of knowledge of being in the Jewish community for years and years. To think of it more like an executive MBA program, where we have had so many years of background serving the Jewish community, coming from our various ways. And I'm so thrilled for the connections that I've made to my colleagues, to my teachers, and the ability that I'm going to have to serve the Jewish community that I'm always remembering.